Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I've done several maps of lakes, and I've actually helped some people. And somebody wanted some help on this one. It's um, kind of a cool. It's actually a reserve somewhere, I think even in Texas, but it doesn't have many streets around it, so it's not going to be that cool of a map. You would maybe want to find a better map with some streets on it, but this will work. And so I thought this is just a picture that I took off, or they sent me. It's pretty small. It's only 6 inches. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 8 inches. I'm going to go to bitmap. I'm going to go to resample. I'm going to make it 300 dots per inch. I'm going to go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, and I'm going to use grayscale. I'm going to go to bitmap. I'm going to trace, outline trace, clip art. Even though it's not a clip art seems to work the best for me. This will take just a few seconds. One important thing you want to do is not to move it. You want to nudge it. So we'll nudge it over. I'm going to go to arrange. This is your traced copy. I'm going to go to group and ungroup. I'm going to click on the gray of the lake. I'm going to left click, right click. There you have a hairline of the lake. Now there might be some problems. You'd have to research or look around, make sure there's, depending on how big you would make this, you might need to, adjust some of these so they won't break. But that's what's so cool about Corel Draw. And we're going to color it blue just to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to nudge it back to Mother Lake. We don't really have to go there. We could go here. And then you could just take your freehand tool or your 2-point line and just start drawing. Well, you know what? We've got it all broken apart. So let's do this. Let's nudge that out of the way and let's group this together. Control G. Matter of fact, it'd even be better to go and lock this map so you can't grab the map. Now the blue is behind, so we need to go back a page, control page down. I need to click on it. Oh, I've got it locked. Let's see if we can't grab it. Well, I'm going to have to unlock it for just a second. And I'm going to go control page down and put it to the back of the page. Now I can lock it so we can see our map. And then I'm just going to take my 2-point line. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to take my freehand tool. I'm just going to start drawing this road. And one thing you've always got to consider that you can always straighten it out with the shape tool. And depending on how accurate you want it to be, like we can take out that node right there. We can move that over. I've got a little bit of a, what I call a hiccup right here when I turned it. So we just need to turn this guy around. And depending on how accurate you want to be, you can start deleting some of these nodes, get it on that line, use your handles. And for the video, I'm not going to take too much time. And then that road needs to be in black and not a hairline. So we're going to go, let's go 2 points. And then I would very importantly scale with object, because we're going to make this map evidently bigger. And by doing that, scaling with object when we make that road, and now you can kind of see it better. We're going to take our line again, and that's where I would take another, map and look at some better roads and just kind of go like that. Go down there, get your 2-point line again, connect on that line and make these lines. And I'm not going to take a lot of time in the video for doing this, because you can, it doesn't take that long, but then grab your shape tool and click on that line and bring that node over. You know, you could turn this in. I would go back, turn this into a cusp. I'm right clicking, turn it into a cusp, and then the other one doesn't move. You can move this one up here. You know, move this down. And we made that other road 2 points in black. So we're going to go 2 points in black. And you could even start it off and draw in black. But just remember to scale with object. Now, I'm not going to do the other road for the map. But we can now take our lake, nudge it out of the way, take our line, our road. And I did not create that one in black, but we will. And this is how easy this is. The more you do it, the better you'll get. Scale with object. And there's your two roads that don't have that Y right there. But then you could bring it depending on, let's just, use the name. I would use a compass type deal, draw that other line. And then this is going to be cut out. So you want this to be a red hairline. Let's group this together, Control G, and let's put it in the center of the page. Still got that locked. You don't even have to grab it, it just unlock all objects. And now you've got that. Now I've got this group together, so I'm going to go P, put it in the center of the page. And it's only 6 inches, so you definitely want to make it bigger. And then you would just take a rectangle and make it as big as you wanted. Let's say 20 by 13. Hit P and put it in the center of the page. Let's go ahead and get rid of these two maps. This is a group, so now you can expand it out and hit P and just kind of find out how big you want it to be. Then you've got room to write. You've got room for a compass. I've actually got a compass built into a macro, if I can remember where it is. It's in my macro manager. I've gotten used to using Corel 19 now, and this is 18. Anyway, I've got a macro and compass. I don't remember even what I called it. Let's go to, tell you what, go to Tools, Macro Manager. Well, I think it had just come up. And go to Global Macros, Recorded Macros, and Compass. Let's see where it put it. Well, evidently it didn't work. It must be old. Now I've got a bug in it. But anyway, there's a compass on the internet, and you can bring it in. You can put your compass here. You can put the name of the lake, and then you would do your critiquing. Let's ungroup this, and you'd still need to put the names of your roads. It's almost easier to do this when the lines are thicker. And move that one around, maybe even delete that. Of course, you'd want to look at it on your map and put that Y, that road. Now, the lake's got a lot of nodes, but on a laser, it is not going to matter that much. But my first suggestion would be to grab all those and lower them by 20%. And it changed it. There's a lot less nodes. Let's go back. There are, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's grab our lake, just nudge it out of the way, grab our shape tool. There are 687 nodes. If you select them all, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's Control D and make a duplicate of that lake. And let's take the shape tool and select this one. 687 nodes. reduce it by 20%. Now there's only 223, and you can't really see the difference. You've got a lot less nodes. You know, there's one I would maybe take out. You've got to remember that this is your lake, and nobody's going to drive from it, so you'd want to make some rounded corners. I don't like that square part, and just, you know, nobody's going to critique, well, that doesn't look the same, but you could do a lot with this. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Hope to help them, and thank you for watching.